Hi, and welcome to my channel. As you can see, it is time for the Spring into Reading Seasonathon Readathon Bingo, or Seasonathon Bingo. So, I have the bingo board for us here on my computer, and we're going to go through the prompts and what I'm going to choose. I'm probably not going to go into depth with anything. I'm just going to tell you the prompt and what book I'm picking for it. I tried to do, number one, I tried to pick books from the grouping of books that I have already chosen for the TBR games that I've been playing. So that's where I'm drawing from. Also, I tried to do the fewest amount of books that could cover the most amount of spaces. So let's jump into it. Okay, I think I'm out of the way. This is what the board looks like. And the group book, I'm going to save for last because I put it on the most number of spaces because I knew for sure I was going to be reading it. So you'll see that in a second. So self-care and tiny umbrellas. Those two spaces are not book related. Self-care is to do something for yourself, take a day for yourself. And tiny umbrellas is to have your favorite iced drink. So those are definitely going to get done. I'm just putting a check mark on them for now. I decided to go ahead and do the group book. This is it, Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. And I had never heard of this book before the readathon. So I asked someone else and I was like, what all will this cover from our sheet so that I can mark off the most amount of things? And this is what I was told. So I have just covered quite a few places just with Shadow of the Fox, which I'm happy about. So then I started up at the top with spring cleaning, and I'm going to be doing fresh brewed murder, and I am covering it up over here, you can see, but it's okay because it's still on the bingo board. So anyway, spring cleaning, and also down here, read like an Aries. It fits the prompt because that has to be less than 250 pages, and fresh brewed murder is like 240, 230, something like that. Then I moved over to Wet T-Shirt Contest, which is like a smutty book. And I'm putting Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan because I'm assuming that's what it's going to have in it. But I don't technically know that for sure. And then Let It Shine is a book that I think will make me happy. And I love Kennedy Ryan books, so I think it will make me happy. Then I moved over to Stormy Weather, which is a book that intimidates you. And I did Their Eyes Are Watching God. This one intimidates me because I know it's more literary than I usually read, and I don't want to feel like I'm back in school trying to get my English degree all over again. So that one intimidates me. But also it counts for Luck of the Irish because it has a green cover. Then for Rewind, it needed to be past Seasonathon group book or an author from a past Seasonathon. And Allie Hazelwood is who I chose because I had Check and Mate on my TBR already, and she was an author in a previous Seasonathon. So then we moved to April Showers, which is read a book you think will make you sad. I went with The Fountains of Silence. I have a hard time with historical fiction books not making me sad, so I'm assuming this is probably going to make me sad at some point. Then we go to Spring Forward, which is literally just the next book in a series. So I'm going with Callum, 7 Brides for 7 Alien Brothers, which also Love is in the Air is a romance. Fits both prompts right next to each other. Then we get to Spring Break, which is a book with a beach setting. I looked at my list, and based on the covers of my books, I don't see anything that just jumps out like, hey, this is a beach setting. So I'm going to show you the list of books at the end, and I want you to tell me if you know if any of these books are beach settings or not. The next one is Friendship Bracelets, where you have a friend pick a book. So I sent this same picture that I'm going to show you guys to my friend. And I was like, hey, pick one of these books that's not grayed out on here. And she chose Death and the Conjurer by Tom Mead. So that's what I'm going to be reading for the Friendship Bracelet. Flower Power is a book that has flowers on the cover, and out of my whole list here, I had 2, but one of them only had 1 flower and one of them had a lot. So we're doing the 10,000 Doors of January for the flower on the cover. Tiptoe Through the Tulips is a song title as the cover, as the title of the book. So it wasn't like a song title that makes you think about this book. It was a song title in the thing. So thankfully, I had Walk of Shame, which is a pink song, and the cover is pink as well. But anyway, this is one of my NetGalley arcs that I got on audio, and so I'm really excited to get to that. The next and last one is Royalty. I, again, looked at my list and I do not know if any of these books have royalty in them. So as of right now, here's what I have. There's 2 prompts that I'm missing. I would love if somehow one of the books that I've already chosen to read could count as royalty or a beach setting, but I just don't know until I actually start reading them. So here are all of the books. Let me get my face off. I know I was covering up some of them. So here are all of them. These are all books that have been on my TBR based on the games that I have played. And the ones that are lighter, like these right here, I've already read those. So you can't pick those books. But any of the rest of these, if you know that they have royalty in them, or if they take place near a beach, or if there's a beach setting in any of these books, I would love to know about it so that I can completely fill up the board. I think it would be cool to fill it up with books that I'm already planning to read. So I'm not adding anything onto my TBR from what I already have. And I do have here Waiting for the Flood. I know that this is literally about a flood, but I think it's a river that overflows, and I don't know that they're ever technically on the beach of the river, so I don't know if I can count that one as beach. But you guys let me know one of them that will work as a beach setting. If not, I'm totally happy with what I have right now, and if that's all I get to count, that's all I get to count. I'm not going to add more books to my TBR just for the readathon. I really want to use the books that I'm already planning to read. So that is going to do it for my Seasonathon TBR for Spring into Reading. It starts on March 1st. Let me know what you guys are reading. If you're doing this, if you want to do this, come and join us. There is a Discord that is associated with it. I will leave a link to Melanie's channel down below. She's the one that created the whole thing, so I will leave a link down to her. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.